Hello everyone, and welcome back to Command Block Survival. So last episode, we built this nether portal over here, and this episode we're gonna move it. I want to put it somewhere where it's gonna be out of the way and not making noise, and I think what we're gonna try to do is make a little, like, secret entrance in the rock face right here. This, by the way, is all natural. I don't know how it spawned like this. It's a very strange, like, little square, and then there's like a 1 block gap all along here. But we're going to replace that all with stone, and we're going to make sort of like a little secret entrance. And I don't really know how to explain it, so I'm just going to start building it soon. But I think the best, or the closest thing to it, and what I'm sort of drawing inspiration from, is if you ever know the mod Thumbcraft, it has the black hole, and you right-click like on a wall with it. Oh, whoops, I have torches. And it'll make a little passageway through the solid blocks for a certain amount of time. And that's what we're going to do here to get to our nether portal. So I think it would be really cool eventually if I get better with command blocks to be able to actually make that, like, in this world, like where I could just have, I don't know, say a flint and steel, and every time I right click with it on a wall, the wall just opens up like that, and it's sort of like a portal through there, and then it'll close back behind me. But at the moment, I'm not quite smart enough with command blocks. I'm really new to command blocks. I really don't fool around with them at all outside of this series, so I apologize if this is going to seem a little bit simple, but to start off with, let's just dig out where we want the passageway, and I'm going to fill the rest of this in with stone. Alright, excellent. So I've filled this all in with stone and then made a little passageway here. I think that what we're going to do is line this with a dark block. Oh, is this too tall actually? Oh, I made this too I made this too high. Okay, that's going to be filled in right there because it only needs to be 3 by 3, and then the floor here and the walls, I think I'm going to make black wool actually. I think it's going to look cool if it's very dark and sort of leading through here. And then there's just going to be a small room right about here with the nether portal, and I'm not going to light this yet because then we're going to get the annoying sound of it while we're building this. But yeah, we can fill this in a little bit, and then we need wool, and I don't have a sheep farm yet, but I think that there are sheep over here, so we can go. Actually, there might be some sheep right down. Oh yeah, there's one there. And any more around here? No, but I think that if we go to those plains over there, there are some. So I'm gonna have to lead a bunch of sheep over here, and maybe just make a pen like ooh, I don't know, right next to the cow pen, maybe like just on the side here, and then I'll get some black dye and dye them and shear them a bunch, and then we've got to fill in that little tunnel there with some black wool. Okay, so I lured some cows over here, got them in a little pen, and I dyed them all black, so we're getting some black wool, but it's going to take a little while. So while we do that, I want to work on the redstone for this, and it should be extremely simple. It should just be like 2 fill commands and I guess maybe an RS NOR latch, right? Yeah, I think so. So I just laid down the floor here because I had enough wool for it, and I'll get some more and fill in the sides here. But all we need to do is set up a couple of command blocks. One is going to fill this whole area with stone, this 3 by 3, and then the other is going to fill it with air. So if we just take down the coordinates here and here, and then put them into a fill command. And also, I just realized this is how many blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-ish. So we need to do 12 times 9, which is 108. So that's like a little less than 2 stacks of stone, which I'll just throw away there so that when we use the fill command, it's not like we're spawning in stone. And yeah, let me make the fill and fill command. I guess I was about to say fill and replace command, but they're both fill commands. One's going to fill it with stone, the other's going to fill it with air. And I got it. It was extremely easy. I realized, though, that I don't think I was using my 3D texture pack last episode, but I really like it. It makes command blocks look pretty cool. These little, like, green and yellow and red buttons all over here, and very nice. So this one right here fills it with stone, and this one fills it with air. Very simple. The commands are just a very, very simple fill command. And I realized that I don't technically have to fill this whole thing with stone because you're never actually going to see any of the center blocks there. you're only going to see the front 3 here and the back 3 here. But it does save me a command block because I don't need 2 fill commands, one for the front, one for the back. So I'm going to say that it's worth it. Command blocks are a little bit expensive, and that's something that a couple people asked about last time actually. And I do have a crafting recipe for command blocks. I think it's like 1 or 2 diamonds, 4 iron, a couple of redstone dust, and a couple of redstone torches will make a command block if I put it into a chest over by spawn there. And yeah, that's how I do it. But the commands worked out pretty well, and all we need to do is wire it up to an RS NOR latch, and we can activate it from either side. And I'll also fill in the sides here and the ceiling with the black wool, and then we get to see how it looks. Alright, and here is the finished product. I've just hooked it up to a button for now. So we have the solid rock face, a little secret button here. We press it, magically the passageway opens up. We run through here, and it'll close behind us when we walk over the pressure plates. We can go to the nether when we come back. Of course, we step on them again, and it'll open up, and we can close it with the button. So I'm thinking out here we might want to make something a little different. We might leave it as a button. It's sort of supposed to be secret, but at the same time, it would be cool once we get some more building blocks. I'm pretty low on like building blocks and stuff in this, so we need to make some farms pretty soon. Maybe next episode we need to make some stuff like that. But for now, I'm just going to leave this as a button, and I think it looks really cool. It's so awesome how easy this is with command blocks. And it shuts behind us, and here's the redstone. It's very easy. Just hook up the monostable circuit to a sticky piston, so it'll push this redstone block back and forth essentially, and it'll toggle between the air and the stone fill commands. And right on the other side of this block is the button, and then the pressure plates just activate this redstone wire under here, and they both lead to the same monostable circuit. So very cool. I'm really happy with this. Let's toggle this once more so I don't suffocate. Oh, it is kind of funny if you just run through like this, you'll end up getting suffocation damage. But that's okay. Not much you can do about that. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Next time, we might work on some more farms and stuff like that. Command block farms are tricky. You gotta make them not too overpowered, but I still want to do stuff that's cool with them and stuff like that. So I'm going to be thinking about some designs, maybe some farm designs. I wanted to work on like a sheep farm. I think that'd be pretty cool if you could. I'd imagine you could use some sort of data tag to determine which sheep are sheared and which aren't, and then you could teleport them around based on that, and you could like teleport them up so you can shear them and then teleport them back down so that they can grow their wool again, stuff like that. I think that would be kind of a neat farm to do. It would certainly make collecting this wool a lot easier. But that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.